What is crack-a-lackin' stream? We're playing some Minecraft with Metroid again. Look at Metroid running all around. Hey Metroid. Speaking of Metroid, um, your skin looks very bright. Hi Britt. And also, do you have any food? Ow, 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 stop, stop, stop. Why are you doing this?
Metroid Love says I feel my skin was insulted.
Is this the same one you had last time? Or am I
Metroid
tripping?
Love says yet.
Oh, I'm tripping, I guess. Apologies.
Metroid Love says we're tripping.
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm gonna go kill a cow with a spear. Well, maybe. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna kill this cow.
Metroid Love says my settings are messed up though again and I've literally not touched Luna since.
This cow won't die. I mean, we've only had the world one day, but yeah, I've only died once. It is definitely the easiest jump. Food. Okay. I need to get more food, but that helped a little bit. Oh, I got some bones though. Let me bone meal my crops. Um, oh, that didn't give me very much. I can make a single piece of bread. Bread. Oh, I forgot I have carrots and potatoes I need to plant. Perfect. Now I got a little farm going. Yeah, I could probably plant some sugar cane too, because why not? Okay. Bamboo. Some bamboo is nice. Okay. Got a lot of land to work with. Well, let me bring this back a little bit. Okay. Looks good, looks good. Okay. Big old space. I need to look at some inspiration for what I want to build. Because I have some ideas of a cliff house, but I need some inspiration. Hmm. Okay, I think I have some ideas. Okay. It's a pretty big cliff edge. Gonna water bucket down. Or not down, but okay. Now where do I want to build? Mostly this, yeah. Ow. Grab that bucket. Okay. Let the water dissipate. Made some cobblestone, no biggie. Really don't need this lava here. Okay. A what house, Britt? Oh. Yeah. That's what my plan is. Okay. Trying to think. Okay. So let's see. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks. Oh, we'll go down. 6. No. How do I want to do this? I can't right now, Britt. I'm trying to play my own game of Minecraft. Metro, you got a bed? What's up, Jalescent?
Metroid Love says yeah, but it's away from me.
Oh, okay.
Metroid Love says and I'm trying to light stuff up. Metroid
Valid.
Love says so need dark.
Okay. trying to think. Hold on, Metroid. I'm disconnecting, but it's only because I need to go AFK and I don't trust. Yeah, but I'll be right back. I just need to grab something off Google. Okay. So from there we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Metroid, it was an accident, okay? It's still there, though, technically. I didn't destroy the source block. Okay, let's see. 1, 2. Why do it dirt? Perfect. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wow, still too high. You go down 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Metroid, I thought you were a creeper for a second. I just saw you through the water. So this is the level I need to be at. Oh, that's a zombie. Bro, I fucking hate the spears. I don't know how to use them yet. Okay.
Metroid Love says you gotta go zoom or they do basically 0 DMG.
That makes sense. Okay. I'll use the cobblestone to shape it. Okay, same with this water Metroid. I didn't destroy the source block, but it is covered so it doesn't keep leaking everywhere in my way.
Metroid Love says evil.
Yeah, well, I need the space. So 1, 2. Two, and then um wait. That goes right there. 2, 3, blah, blah. Okay, I gotta go around. Okay. Clear this out. Okay, 2, 1, 1. Okay. Yeah, I need more blocks to be able to outline this properly. I want to use cobblestone so it's easy to see. Brother. Bro. Metroid, I'm being shot by a skeleton right now.
Metroid Love says rip.
You're telling me. Okay. Got torches. Yeah, I still don't have food.
Metroid Love says I have acquired a gun.
I'm glad to hear that you have a gun. Wait, so let me get this straight. In the last year, Minecraft has added a weapon that takes you moving horizontally to kill something, and also a weapon vertically. I'm low on health, Metroid. Please get away from me. I am trying to just find some food around here. Metroid?
Metroid Love says, do you want food?
If you have some, because apparently no animals spawn. Gonna have to start fishing. Become pescatarian. Or just farm. Oh my god, I shouldn't have even said anything. What did I expect?
Metroid
Whatever.
Love says I'm gonna make a dock.
Okay.
Metroid Love says wow no thanks.
I did say thank you. I said thank you when you gave it to me. And then I said right after, I was like, oh, what did I expect? But I said thank you before. I wish I was famous so I could get someone to go clip that, but
Metroid Love says kelp is love, kelp is life.
sure. Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna make birch planks. Not for any actual building, but to outline what I need to outline.
Metroid Love says, oh my brother spoiled what the Nautilus armor does. Metroid Love says, and it's. Metroid Love says, amazing.
Coincidentally, my brother did the exact same thing over Christmas, so...
Metroid Love says, LMAO.
Okay. I'm going for this water bucket clutch. Hey, I did it.
Metroid Love says you can ride the Nautilus.
Yeah.
Metroid Love says it's amazing.
It's pretty cool, it's pretty cool. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And 1, 2. 1. 1. Wait. And then that block. Okay. Oh. One. 2. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 2. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Okay. It seems like everybody's back on a Minecraft kick all of a sudden in Metroid. My brother's been playing. My Bonesaw's been playing. Rosie's been playing. Seems like everyone's just in a Minecraft mood recently.
Metroid Love says I've been watching your brother play, he's gonna fight the dragon soon. Metroid Love says he's been playing for a while.
Yeah, but before this, he hadn't played in a while. But no, he's been playing pretty consistent recently, but before he started streaming and all, he hadn't played in a while.
Metroid Love says before this realm I hadn't played in ages.
Yeah, that's the same with me. But I've been in the mood to play it, but I don't really want to play by myself. And Rosie's not very good at survival yet, so I haven't had patience to teach her. I'm not a very patient person, unfortunately.
Metroid Love says had a server with Squid, my brother, and my ex-wife for a while, but that obviously died XP.
Sounds like a fun crew. Okay. Now, is my circle actually circular, is the question. From my angle, it doesn't look circular, but that's just perspective. There's a lot of little waterfalls.
Metroid Love says was certainly interesting.
That's fair. Okay, yeah, I got a good circle. Yeah, I did it right. You got a lot of little waterfalls in here, Metroid.
Metroid Love says yes.
But yeah, don't worry, because I want to actually have a waterfall that goes over the front of my house and build like a little pond up above where I cleared out and what is the word? Terraformed it. So there'll be a bigger waterfall soon, kind of.
Metroid Love says nice.
Yeah. Okay. I have a circle. You know what? I'm gonna fill the circle before I do anything else. Or not fill it. Hollow it out is what I meant to say. One, two, three, four. Don't think I need this one here, but I'll just keep it there. And this goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'll mark that right there. Put that there. Bro, I feel like these day and night cycles are going way too quick.
Metroid Love says FRFR.
We're gonna need sleep soon. We're gonna have phantoms on us.
Metroid Love says yes.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Metroid Love says slep.
Okay. Let me go back to where all
Metroid
my
Love
stuff
says
is.
slep.
Okay, I got it. And I thought I was impatient. Okay.
Metroid Love was slain by a zombie. Metroid Love says, wow, you let me die.
You died on your own.
Metroid Love says, I told you to SLEP.
You should sleep.
Metroid Love has made the advancement take aim.
Good job. Now sleep. And perfect. Okay. Oh. Guess what, chat? I'm ordaining a wedding on Saturday. I got licensed earlier today, and I am marrying 2 individuals. Yep, I got licensed today, and fun fact, Metroid, it is super duper easy to get your license. All you have to do is type your name in, and you have a license. It's that easy. Don't have to take classes, don't have to take a test, nothing. At least in Maryland. At least in Maryland. I know it's very state by state, but yeah, literally all I do is type my name in and hit submit, and I had it. So that's pretty cool. I'm doing that. I mean, who else can say that they ordained a wedding? I already wrote out everything I need to say. I just have to try to memorize as much as I can. as much as it as I can. I still said that wrong. As much of it as I can.
Metroid Love says, does it count if I've ordained 6 Minecraft weddings?
No, because they're not legal.
Metroid Love says SMH SMH.
And you don't even talk.
Metroid Love says wow.
It's
Metroid Love
true.
says that's kinda ableist.
You literally know. It's not ableist if you know, if you physically can.
Metroid Love says you saying a mute person can't ordain a wedding.
You're not mute, that's the issue.
Metroid Love says someone cancel Jax.
You're not mute. You choose not to speak. Or sorry, you're not allowed to speak, but same difference.
Metroid Love says I'm actually the opposite of mute. I talk too much normally.
So surprising. Could never imagine you being a chatterbox. Um,
Metroid Love says my family all joke that if you make the mistake of initiating conversation with me you better be ready to lose the next 3 hours of your life.
that is crazy. Sounds like me. Count. There we go. Metroid, I am clearing out a big ass space. Oh, you have dark oak saplings, correct?
Metroid Love says I should have 4 yes.
Would you like to use my land up above that I terraformed that's flat to plant some, and in return, let me harvest some wood from it and I'll replant all the saplings?
Metroid Love says if it drops enough saplings to replant, sure.
It should. You usually get at least 2 saplings from a tree.
Metroid Love says Dark Oak needs 4. Metroid Love says to plant.
Does it?
Metroid Love says last I played yet.
I could have swore you could grow 1 at a time.
Metroid Love says which I always forget, so I grab 1 sapling ditch, and realize later, hashtag 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 IT takes 4.
It still might not take 2, because I know back in the day, if you use a 2x2 square and you put 2 jungle saplings on 2 separate blocks, like on an angle from each other, that would be able to grow.
Just googled it. It takes 4.
Okay. Yeah, because jungle saplings you could place 2 and it would grow a 4-1. Okay, well, you can still plant the... Yeah.
Metroid Love says so I can plant.
Yeah, you're good. I'm just down in what will be my house one day.
Metroid Love says when you said you wanted the cliff, I thought you meant the above part NGL.
Oh, no, I meant literally the whole cliff. It's okay. I'm working on making a pretty house.
Metroid Love says thank God you can burn leaf litter. Metroid Love says I have a billion stacks littering my inventory.
That's crazy. Okay. I'm so happy I have waypoints mod because it makes building easy. I just had to set waypoints in the corner of all my houses, and then instead of having to dig up, I can just dig down in a nice even square. Bro, what the fuck? Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I ain't dealing with all this. Bye. There's a lot of monsters up there, Metroid. I just grabbed my bed and brought it down. So,
Respawn point set.
if you want to sleep.
Metroid Love says I'm already in Ed.
Oh.
Metroid Love says bed.
For some reason, it didn't show that you did get in the bed. You know, I still don't understand in Minecraft logic why spiders are only bad at night.
Metroid Love says because spiders are primarily nocturnal.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Metroid Love says and generally are shy during the day.
I'm trying to spear a creeper. Um, okay. Um,
Metroid Love says we need to find spruce.
yeah. Agreed.
Metroid Love says I cannot live laugh love without the best wood.
Okay. Fair enough.
Metroid Love says spruce is needed.
Valid.
Metroid Love says in order to build anything.
I don't know about anything, but okay.
Metroid Love says I wanna make a dock but oak is ugly and birch is unusable.
Uh, So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Metroid Love fell from a high place.
Bruh. Oh, Metroid, you have a wandering trader that just fell into your pit. He's down by your he's going towards your tree and the crafting table that's down there.
Metroid Love says I heard him making noises but couldn't find him.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, he's in the area now. He's coming up towards my house.
Metroid Love says 99% useless.
Why only 99?
Metroid Love says I do want the pumpkin though.
Fair. Metro, if you look at my stream, Mochi's trying to lay up on my arm. She's just chilling. She's a big cuddle bug, just sometimes gets in the way. She's asleep right now. Oh, now she's moving. Her eyes are closed though.
Metroid Love fell from a high place.
Jesus, Metroid. Why do you keep falling from high places?
Metroid Love says because I live in a giant hole.
And you have lots of waterfalls.
Metroid Love says I miss the waterfalls.
Well, add more.
Metroid Love says time to turn this into that one scene in HTTYD3.
HTTYD?
Metroid Love says how to train your dragon.
Oh, that makes sense.
Metroid Love has made the advancement, what a deal.
I mean, I'm still confused in the context, but...
Metroid Love says you are now useless to me, village. Metroid Love says R. Metroid Love says OMG, you can't use the spear on this. Metroid Love says guy.
Okay, Miss Mochi, if you're gonna keep chewing on my hoodie string, you can't sit in my lap.
Metroid Love says slep.
Okay. Oh, Metroid, if you die one more time, you'll be at 10. Oh, Metroid, in about half hour, I'm going to take a 5-minute break.
Metroid Love says okay.
But you're welcome to keep playing during the break.
Metroid Love says okay. Metroid Love says my seeds disappeared.
What do you mean?
Metroid Love says they are no longer in my inventory, sad face.
Oh, you might have forgot to pick them up when you died.
Metroid Love says I must have not picked them up when I died.
Oh, yeah, that's what I just said. Okay.
Metroid Love says I am sad now.
I'm sorry. You left the llamas but killed the traitor?
Metroid Love says yes.
Uh,
Metroid Love says I like llamas.
okay, then I won't touch them.
Metroid Love says I don't like wandering traders.
Fair. I like getting the leads from them.
Metroid Love says although I've been told they have been updated. Metroid Love says they are soon to be updated.
Hopefully.
Metroid Love says wow.
What?
Metroid Love says why must this server have a filter as well?
What do you mean?
Metroid Love says I'm filtered in your chat and filtered here.
How are you filtered here?
IWellVelIBE says fuck.
Oh.
The server has hidden your message for some players.
Huh. I think that might be a Minecraft option or Minecraft issue, not an actual server side issue.
Metroid Love says, sad face.
Cause I remember they added something where you could report people.
Metroid Love says maybe I need to go back to my days of filtering my cussing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I tried to say fuck and it didn't work though.
Metroid Love says wow.
What?
Metroid Love says it even filters it backwards.
Crazy. What about this?
IWellVelIBE
Damn.
says Fuke.
Even
The server has hidden
FUC.
your message for some players. IWellVelIBE says
Oh, that works.
FKU.
There's ways around it still.
Metroid Love says SMH SMH. IWellVelIBE says S. The server has hidden your message for some players.
Let's see. Hmm.
Metroid Love says leaf litter should be renamed inventory litter.
That's fair. Feel free to Google if we could turn the filter off, but I don't think we can.
Metroid Love says bees. Metroid Love says this is my son now.
Okay.
Metroid Love says no.
What?
Metroid Love says my carrots. Metroid Love says are also gone.
It's okay. I have carrots, potatoes, and wheat growing at my
Metroid
base.
Love says Jax can I has carrots.
If they're fully grown, you can grab some.
Metroid Love fell from a high place.
Oh, you made it to 10.
Metroid Love says oops. Metroid Love says Jax.
Yes.
Metroid Love says you have. Metroid Love says a problem.
What's that?
Metroid Love says come down here.
Do I actually have to come all the way down? What's the problem?
Metroid Love says do you notice SMTH? Metroid Love says some of our birch is missing.
What the fuck?
Metroid Love says I just watched it light ablaze. Metroid Love says because of the lava.
For real?
Metroid Love has made the advancement hot stuff.
Good job.
Metroid Love says yep.
Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. It's a slight problem, but nothing big. And fixed. Gosh, don't scare me like that. You made me think something terrible happened.
Metroid Love says sir I just saved your circle from entirely lighting ablaze.
I think the rain would have stopped it at one point. Or I would have noticed it.
Metroid Love says you need a SDR case.
Not really, because I'm literally just hollowing out the big hole of the circle, so I'm just working my way down from up here, because it's easier than digging up. Honestly, though, I might just put a little water tunnel going from the top, just down to the second floor, just to swim up and down. Okay. Okay. Metroid, we've survived 16 days. Well, not really survived, but
Metroid Love
yeah.
says slap.
Okay. Okay. I'm out of kelp.
Metroid Love says sounds like a skill issue.
It's okay, I should have stuff at my farm by now.
Metroid
True,
Love says
false.
totally. Metroid Love says totally.
Bro, what the fuck?
Metroid Love says not currently in my inventory.
Bruh. Give me food then. That isn't
Metroid
kelp.
Love says LMAO.
How you gonna come ask for carrots and shit? And then not even... And there's like holes in my crops and all. Like there's like dirt blocks, like you jumped right on it. What the fuck, Metroid?
Metroid Love says I didn't put holes.
Not holes, but jumped on crops.
Metroid Love says I did not.
I don't know. Give me some food though.
Metroid Love says I left it as I found it.
Cannot believe you stole all my crops when I said I would give you carrots and potatoes.
Metroid Love says I was bringing back the wheat.
Mm-hmm. And what about the seeds? Is there no extra... Oh, that was me right there. But is there no extra anything? Don't threaten me. You stole my crops.
Metroid Love says I stole the seeds. He'll admit that.
Ugh.
Metroid Love says I didn't threaten you.
Okay. Or how does one craft scaffolding? There we go. Oh, I need string.
Metroid Love says string and. Metroid Love says bamboo.
Yeah, I don't got string. I got the bamboo. Okay. Damn, Metroid, we've already been playing for almost an hour and a half.
Metroid Love says it's been like 2 minutes.
Nah. It's...
Metroid Love says definitely 2 minutes.
Okay. Have you at least made progress in the 2 minutes?
Metroid Love says yes.
Okay.
Metroid Love says barely.
Okay.
Metroid Love says but yes.
I've made a decent amount of progress, I'd say. How do you make a copper golem?
Metroid Love says copper block. Metroid Love says pumpkin.
Oh, that's
Metroid
pretty
Love
easy.
says boom.
So just like a snow golem, but with copper instead of snow?
Metroid Love says then you have a slave.
Exactly. Productivity going through the roof. Okay, Metroid, when I get finished mining out this layer, I'm gonna take a 5-minute. Or if my pickaxe breaks, depending on what happens first. Okay, my pickaxe broke. So I'm gonna take a 5-minute. I will be back. Chat and Metroid. Okay, chat, I'm back. Okay. Metroid, I left and it was nighttime. You didn't sleep while I was gone?
Metroid Love was shot by skeleton.
Smooth. Do you want to sleep real quick? After you grab your stuff?
Metroid Love says the skeleton was riding a spider.
Lovely.
Metroid Love says and so when I pushed it off the cliff. Metroid Love says it climbed back up.
That's not very fun. Okay, let me go down to my bed real quick.
Metroid Love fell from a high place.
What are we gonna do with you, Metroid? Oh. Oh, Metroid, did you hear about Venezuela? I mean, you're on TikTok, so I assume you probably
Metroid Love
have.
says won't. Metroid Love says what? Metroid Love says that. Metroid
Yeah.
Love says is Sensoroid.
What? What do you mean that is censored? Oh. I mean, yeah. It was pretty illegal what he did. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Venezuelan people are happy, but they won't be happy when America starts taking all of their oil supply. It's considering Venezuela is our biggest supplier
Metroid
of
Love
oil.
says yet. Metroid Love says on one hand the guy was a POS. Metroid Love says on the other hand. Metroid
Yeah.
Love says it was illegal.
Yeah. That's how I'm feeling.
Metroid Love says my mother however won't shut up that, it wasn't illegal, we don't need their oil, and Trump is simply the coolest.
Well, Um, um, you know, I understand her thought on everything else, other than the fact that she says we don't need oil. I mean, I will say it's fucked up, but if he doesn't just start taking oil, gas
Metroid Love
prices
says
should go
she
down.
said, quote, we don't need oil from them.
No, we definitely do, and we've already been getting oil imported from them, like our entire existence.
Metroid Love says yep. Metroid Love says I tried to explain that to her.
I think the U.S. makes like 2% of the world's oil, or
Metroid Love says she
harvests
said
it.
that's the liberal media.
Ah, yes, the liberal media.
Metroid Love says that's tricking me.
Every news source except Fox News.
Metroid Love says she actually thinks Fox is too liberal.
Okay, then what news does she listen to? Because Fox News is anything but liberal.
Metroid Love says crazy news sites she finds on Facebook.
Oh, so half of it's AI.
Metroid Love says yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right. Facebook gets on my nerves sometimes just because it really is mainly AI. And it's all
Metroid Love says
bullshit
she sent
titles.
me one a while ago about Zarin Momdani.
Oh, that's my boy. I love
Metroid Love
him.
says and it was solid AI.
I don't think there's such thing as solid AI.
Metroid Love says I had to explain to her it was hashtag 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 insane.
Yeah, I can imagine it's hashtag 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 insane. Fucking Minecraft. Bro. Oh wait, I did a political test and my beliefs are closest to Alexandria Cortez and Bernie. And I love me Alexandria Cortez. I love her so much.
Metroid Love says my mother says that Zarin is no different than that Ben dictator.
Ah, yes. That makes sense. Here, I'll tell you my who I'm closely related to politically. 85% Alexandria Cortez, 80% Bernie, 78% Mamdani, 65% Obama, 60% Gavin Newsom, 50% Biden, and 5% Donald Trump.
Metroid Love says do you still have the test?
It wasn't really an actual test. I literally just got Google Gemini to ask me political questions and I answered them.
Metroid Love says AHH.
Ah, yeah. We're talking politics, Britt. We're talking politics. We're talking about Zoran Mondani and Alexandria Cortez and Bernie Sanders. And, you know, those are the only cool ones. I don't really like anybody else very much. The governor of California, he's cool, I guess. I mean, we don't really have very many political beliefs, but he's still fighting the right side of history, so I can't be too mad. Yo, Metro, these dark oak trees are coming up faster than I can plant them. Like, I'm waiting for
Metroid
the
Love
leaves.
says listen Gavin
Yeah.
may hate the homeless, but if there is anything he hates more than them, It's Republicans.
Oh yeah, and I respect the way
Metroid Love says, and that's useful.
he did the redistricting legally and like actually got people to vote on it instead of like Texas being gerrymandered and stuff.
Metroid Love says, yep.
Yeah. I also found out North Carolina is actually a gerrymandered state. Overall, there's more Democrats in it than anything else, but it was gerrymandered, so all the seats are Republican pretty much. Which is very surprising because I honestly have always thought of both the Carolinas being very red. Oh, did you watch any of Mom Donnie's inauguration?
Metroid Love says, well, if you think of how they split and the swaps of parties that occurred, it's not that surprising.
Uh, Honestly, it's still surprising to me because North Carolina's still a South state. Maryland's still South. Maryland's only been Democratic a couple years. I mean, obviously, yeah, there was the flip, but most southern states are still very Republican.
Metroid Love says, yeah, true.
Even Florida, where you go down to Florida and you might as well be up in the north again, but it's still, Florida's terrible. Honestly, Florida's one of the worst. No South. No South, Brit. Oh, but I will say, this year has been the first year that I've actually gone into politics and like educating myself. You know what? It feels so good to be like, oh, so everything I was taught growing up is a lie. Like those terrorists, Antifa, you know them.
Metroid Love says, I like Florida's ecology. I don't like anything else about it.
You like their ecology? Really?
Metroid Love says, OMG, my mother never shuts up about Antifa.
Oh, well, Metroid, it's a terrorist organization, don't you know? I will say my grandfather very much disappointed me when I went and was visiting with him in Florida. I hadn't talked politics with him in a while.
Metroid Love says, yes, Florida has some very interesting biomes, and specifically marine animals.
That is true. I am going to jump in on animals with that in a second. But my grandfather, him and my grandmother were very big Trump supporters, and I was hoping that maybe over the last year, they might have just like, you know, chilled out a little bit. But no, no. My grandfather, I thought he was very educated, but all he did was quote Fox News to me, and all the stats he used were literally just straight from Fox
Metroid Love
News.
says, my grandpa believes we need a civil war. Metroid Love says he has armed for it.
I don't know about a civil
Metroid
war.
Love says he has battle plans.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know about a civil war, but I am totally pro overthrowing the government.
Metroid Love says I had to help him move over the summer.
You know what? I fuck with
Metroid
like.
Love says, including his ridiculous amounts of ammo.
Is he doing it for the
Metroid
for a
Love
civil
says
war?
he could FR simply a small army.
Is it for a civil war, or is it just like, is he like an end of the world type guy?
Metroid Love says Civil War.
That's fucking crazy. Yeah. Honestly, uh, first off, do you want to sleep? But second off, we'll be nuked and nuking other people and in wars with other countries before we are in a civil war anytime soon. But if Trump gets impeached during midterms this year,
Metroid Love says he used to hunt back when his health was better. These days he gathers it for self-defense and his right to bear arms to protect from the government.
oh, okay. Well, is he pro-Trump or is he just someone who just hates the government in general and hates all politics? Because you know
Metroid
what?
Love says pro
Oh, okay.
Trump.
Then what does he need to protect from the government for?
Metroid Love says pro Trumpers.
Metroid
Metroid Love says
I don't
because
know.
the liberal Democrats in Oregon. Metroid Love says and California. Metroid Love says and Washington.
You know what? I didn't even know Oregon and Washington were Democrat states. Oh wait, you said
Metroid
in.
Love says what?
Are they? Are they Democratic states, or are you just talking
Metroid
about?
Love
Okay.
says yes.
I knew
Metroid
California.
Love says very.
I really don't know what really goes on in or in Oregon and Washington, especially Oregon. I mean, Washington, you got a little bit, but Oregon, I don't even
Metroid
know.
Love says Oregon is a very deceiving state.
Yeah. I can't even name a city in Oregon. I don't know what the capital of Oregon is.
Metroid Love says the big cities are the blue, but the rest. Metroid Love says there is still. Metroid Love says sundown towns.
I believe
Metroid
that.
Love says in Oregon.
But that's most of the country. The big cities are blue. I mean, I don't know about like Texas or like the Midwest area, but on the East and West Coast, all the big cities are blue. Even down in Florida, Miami, Jacksonville, all blue.
Metroid Love says most of Oregon is conservative.
Yeah. Can you sleep?
Metroid Love says English.
I understand what you're saying though. I don't know why this stream topic, Brit. It's 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 relevant.
Metroid Love says the nice coastal cities, great, perfect.
I believe it, but it's
Metroid Love
expensive
says
as
all
fuck.
of southern and eastern Oregon though. Metroid Love says awful.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind living in Oregon or Washington. My biggest issue is just it's expensive compared to everywhere else. I mean, don't get me wrong, Maryland's fucking expensive too. But
Metroid Love says I live in a ########## town in the middle of the desert.
I believe that.
Metroid Love says and everyone is Trumpy here.
Ugh. I was kind of curious and interested in moving to Chicago for a little bit. But I don't really see that in the future. We'll probably stay in the DMV for a little bit longer. I don't know what we want to do
Metroid
after
Love
that.
says
But
my mother says Chicago is the worst city ever.
nah, listen. You cannot say Chicago's the worst city ever when there's Detroit, Baltimore City, fucking St. Louis, Memphis. Like you can't you can't say Chicago. Actually, I don't know where Chicago is with all this because Chicago does have like O Block, and then certain parts of the city aren't amazing. But like comparing to like Memphis, Baltimore, and Detroit, I mean, come on. Like, be fucking for real. I'm not ending it.
Metroid Love says I'm sorry my mother Jason walk you. Metroid Love says I didn't hear. Metroid Love says any. Metroid Love says of that.
Oh. Chicago is... Like, okay, now, be fucking for real, though. She cannot say that Chicago is the worst when we have cities like Baltimore, Detroit, St. Louis, Memphis.
Metroid Love says anyways she says you couldn't pay her to even drive through Chicago. Metroid Love says or Portland. Metroid Love says or the capital.
Oh, well.
Metroid Love says or any of California.
Wait. Like, the capital of the country?
Metroid Love says or New York City. Metroid
I can understand
Love
New
says
York City
yes.
for her, but DC, really? Isn't that where her Lord and Savior Trump lives? I mean, frankly, I avoid DC, but I avoid it because of traffic
Metroid
mainly.
Love says but Trump tells hashtag full of crime and Antifa.
Yeah, fair, I guess. Ugh, can't make this shit up.
Metroid Love says that's why he deployed the Nation Guard there.
Oh, I know, I saw him. I've seen him in person there. Not bad, but I have seen him walking around there. I feel for a decent amount of the National Guard people because I doubt any of them really want to be there. Now, of course, I don't feel bad for ICE, but the National Guard, they're just kind of doing their job like a cop, and they need to pay their bills
Metroid
also.
Love says FK ICE.
Oh yeah, no, fuck ICE. But like the National Guard, they're just there to do a job, and they've caused a couple issues in some areas, but DC's been pretty tame. I haven't heard of many issues in DC. Now, other states of the National Guard, yeah. But it's once again, it's also mainly ICE. It's just National Guard helping reinforce, but I don't think anybody in the National Guard wants to be there, especially since DC specifically, there was never any violent protests, really, so most of the time they were just there picking up trash. I will say, though, Maryland is a blue state, but our governor, he's kind of, like, he's Democratic, but, like, he's kind of, like, fucking us over, low-key. With his running, he was very pro, like, oh, yeah, environment, oh, yeah. But then he's backtracked on that completely, and now he's just putting data centers everywhere for AI and overly fucking Maryland's ecosystem. He also raised taxes on a decent amount of stuff, which were annoying. But other than that, he's pro-LGBT. He seems like a decent human being, at least. I disagree with some of his policies and stuff, but he's a decent human being. Britt, if you're still watching, Governor Moore actually was running. He took a run a couple days ago in the morning at the park that you and I went to shoot my. I think it was my 1,000 sub video or 2,000 sub video, and then I never actually used the clips. But he did go running at that park the other day, and I thought that was kind of cool. Whether you agree with him or not, it's still pretty cool.
Metroid Love says Governor of Oregon Tina Kotek kinda just exists. She's a lesbian, so she's obviously got LGBTQ plus support going for her. Not a huge fan of some of her other policies.
Yeah.
Metroid Love says, but she's better than her opponent at least.
And I will say, our last governor, I'm blanking on his name. I just thought of it too. Oh, Larry Hogan. Our last governor, he was Republican, and I am not very aware of his political stuff. Oh my god, see, and look, Optics on the Minecraft grind now too. We're all just playing Minecraft. But, no, he was Republican. I don't really know a lot of the stuff he did when he was in office, but what I do remember is he was pro-choice. I don't think he had any issues with LGBT people, and I know he handled COVID very well, and Maryland was one of the states that were helping out other states. And, like, it wasn't just a fend for yourself. Like, he was actually trying to help out as many people as possible. And he disagreed with Trump because he was actually, because Trump was kind of just leaving everybody on their own or trying to do his own thing. And Hogan, he was working with other states and providing vaccines and masks and tests and all to other states, not just Maryland. So you know what? I fuck with him for that, and that was pretty cool. Oh, sorry, Optic. You did just kind of hop into we're full on politics talk right now.
Metroid Love says, you know what, good for him. Glad he wasn't a POS then.
Yeah. Oh, but Optic, you know what? I think you probably... I would hope you agree with our politics being Hispanic in California. But... we are having some very libtard talk right now. But Optic, I really don't. I like your governor a little bit you got in California. Overall, I like him. I disagree with him on a lot of things, though. But I do fuck with how he redid all the districting. You know what? That is completely fine. Listen, the things that matter to me is, number one, you don't support our current president because he's just a terrible person. You support LGBT people, and whether you agree with immigration or not, you can at least agree that the way it's being handled is extreme, illegal, and wrong on so many levels. But other than that, we can agree. Other than that. But I think those are valid things. But you know what? Independent is also very good. I fuck with independent. Because that means you have a brain of your own. Because all media is one-sided or the other. If you're independent, you at least have your own thoughts and don't just let the media dictate everything.
Says, stop hiding my damn messages. Metroid Love says, stupid censor.
But you know, Optic, I respect that. For honestly, if anything, just the immigration stuff alone, it's inhumane, it's not right. Yeah, and honestly, that's yeah, I've been doing better with that. I've been trying to educate myself and not just try to follow one side. Like, my main news source is it's a podcast, but it's completely biased. It's just Democrats said this, Republicans said this, Trump said this. You know, uh, you know, they're
Metroid Love says, I think you mean unbiased.
unbiased. Yeah, sorry. The only president that I will meet ride is Obama. Oh yeah, both sides are exhausting.
Metroid Love says he made a lot of mistakes.
Who?
Shaders reloaded.
Obama?
Metroid Love says Obama.
Yeah, but Obama did more good than bad for our country overall, I would say. I mean, I have health insurance because of Obama. Gay marriage is legal because of Obama. He took out fucking, Osama bin Laden. He deported people the right way. He didn't do anything unconstitutional or illegal. But no, Optic, I understand what you're saying. I'm definitely more democratic, and I will say that. But I cannot definitely understand what you're saying, and I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you. Honestly, I respect that you're independent because, yeah, I'd rather you have your own thoughts than dick ride anybody. I will say, Metroid, if Alexandria Cortez ran for office, I would 100% meet ride her, and I would make sure that I overly supported her if she ran for president. But only because, number one, I genuinely agree with her on almost everything. And I think she's just an amazing woman and very empowering. I don't think Kamala was amazing. And yeah. Science in college, which is hard because they all look dark. And I learned that being independent is one of the best places to stand. Yeah.
Metroid says Kamala had many flaws. Still thought she was better than Trump though.
Oh yeah, 100%. But yeah, no. Optic, you didn't confirm or deny the things that I mentioned though. About the things that I hope we could agree with. I am curious on your thoughts though, because especially, I assume your family would probably be Democratic. It's not good to assume, but I would probably assume that either your parents or grandparents were immigrants, and I can definitely see that being a thing. But don't quote me on that. But I don't really see many Hispanic people choosing to migrate here before like the 60s or 70s. I mean, sorry, the way I said that was wrong. Well, I don't know. Every president has been incredibly shady. I'm not going to say Trump is a phenomenal person, but I can't say about any president. In terms of immigration, it's always been handled weird. I think that it's terrifying and awful, but it goes deeper than just the president. It goes into permanent corruption, and I don't get the other. I want to agree with you, but the issue is that Trump is choosing and enforcing it. But I can definitely agree with, yeah, that most presidents have not been great. Yeah, I knew that already. I mean, I said it, but I knew that already. What was the other thing I said? It was LGBT, immigration. Oh, and obviously you don't overly care for Trump, so yeah, that's fine. Oh, But Optic, if you do want some more news sources, the podcast I listened to, it's called The Newsworthy. The Newsworthy. But it's completely unbiased. It's only 15 minutes a day, and she does awesome work, and she's very much sticks to the facts, completely unbiased. Like, it's all Trump said this, Republicans are saying this, Democrats are saying this. Which, oh, it's such a nice fresh breath of fresh air. Like, even being Democratic, sometimes I get tired of just the loud majority. Like, it's nice to get a like absolute no bias and just straight facts. Bro, and it makes it worse that almost everything on social media is AI these days. It is so fucking obnoxious. Metro, do you want to sleep real quick? If not, it's fine. I can continue working through the night.
Metroid Love says sure gimme SEC.
Yeah, the Venezuela stuff was a mess. In one aspect, I'm happy for the Venezuelan people to be rid of the dictator. On another side, I'm kind of sad that the way it's being done, it was done illegally, and also the fact that I don't think they're fully aware that I'm 99.9% positive that this it's not even actually about trying to help the Venezuelan people. It's literally about stealing Venezuelan oil, considering that they are the biggest production people of it. Biggest production country of oil, at least that. I don't know if it's the biggest production period or our biggest supplier, but
Metroid Love says 99% of the time the US intervenes we make things worse. I just hope this is the 1% where we don't.
okay, I got you. No problem. Have a kiss. Optics in chat too. We're talking politics. He joined in.
Metroid Love says slep.
Did you read about his stuff? Well, yeah, he's giving all his political stuff in chat. I got you, Mitchie. Hold on. Optics independent, but he agrees with. Oh, it's not even night anymore, Metroid.
Metroid Love says I don't understand the riots though, like it makes the Democrats look bad. I'm NGL.
Oh my god, yeah, I agree. Let's see. Either we did it or Russia or someone else did it. What do you mean by that? Either you're missing something or we're talking about different things. What do you mean we did it or Russia or someone else did it? Because as far as I'm aware, Trump, without getting approval from Congress, bombed and then pretty much kidnapped
Metroid Love
dictator
says mother
Maduro.
Shut the hell up about how the Democrats support the dude. Like, nah, they don't. They're just against Trump doing it illegally.
Yeah, but he illegally went after Maduro, which once again, terrible guy, and the Venezuelan people will be happy, but I don't think that exactly Trump saying that we're going to take over and help govern Venezuela is the best move. There was a Whoa, wait, 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 wait. Okay, hold on. I'm missing something that's happened on the West Coast thing, because didn't think you were talking about protests of Venezuela. I thought you were talking about other protests. What happened with protests? Really? That's fucking stupid. Okay, yeah, I agree with y'all. That's dumb. But yeah. But I'm happy you're not a Trump dick rider, because you know what? Whether you agree with his politics or not.
Metroid Love says so bunch of Democrats across tons of cities were encouraging the release of the POS and rioting against Trump illegally capturing the dude.
I can understand protesting the bombing of the innocent people who were
Metroid Love says which
affected.
made the Democrats
Oh
look
yeah, no.
very bad.
Agreed. I can understand protesting the illegalness and protesting like the bombing of innocent people, because obviously that's happened a lot recently. But not release him. Honestly, even though I'm kind of like mad that Trump is getting away with doing something else
Metroid Love says
illegal.
I couldn't even fight my mother on that. Like she's right, the Democrats looked really bad.
Yeah, I haven't heard about that. I'm gonna look that up after stream. But no, I could definitely understand protesting some stuff, but at the end of the day, yes, I'm mad that Trump did something else that was unconstitutional, illegal, all this other stuff. But it's not the worst thing he's ever done, and honestly, it did help out more. I think it helped more than it harmed. I don't really know how it will continue with the oil front and the fact that
Metroid Love says well depends on how he goes from here.
yeah, it all depends on how he goes from here. Because, you know, he could give it to the girl who actually did win the elections.
Metroid Love says but generally I'm hoping it will have at least some positive affect.
I'm really hoping. Like, honestly, I'm almost positive it's all about oil, especially since we already started stealing their oil in the last month. But, yeah. Oh yeah, no, I agree with you, Optic. My only concern is, once again, during the press conference, I forget when it was either today or yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Trump said that we will be stepping in to govern Venezuela temporarily. And my concern is that he's not going to try to make that temporarily, considering he's already tried to have, like, convince Canada to join the United States, and we have the Gulf of America now. Or that'll happen. But yeah, that's my only concern for the Venezuelan people. I'm happy that they are happy right now, and I'm seeing lots of hope. I'm just that's the issue is, though, when we have the biggest military and he can threaten other countries, it's hard. I I don't know. I disagree. I don't think Venezuela is in a position that they could fight back if Trump wanted to do it. I mean, don't get me wrong, I need to look more into it because I didn't actually listen to the full press conference of what Trump said or anything else like that. I just know the general information. But that but the issue is that Trump has already done many major things that are illegal and has um, been unconstitutional aren't that I will not be surprised if he tries to do something. I just I'm not saying that will happen, but I'm just saying I wouldn't list it as impossible. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time we've taken over somewhere. I wouldn't put it up to impossible, but that isn't going to say that it still might not turn into a shit show. But I'm hoping the Venezuela people can take control before anything bad could happen, which would be amazing. I'd love to see Venezuela thrive, but respectfully, Venezuela is a start, but it doesn't change all the other places. And but the issue is Trump has already illegally bombed multiple countries over nothing.
Says, yeah, we simply cannot permanently take power of Ven. We can install someone in the region as we have many times in the past, but we can't truly take over.
Okay, what happened to Puerto Rico? I mean, I know that there was a deal that went on, but do you really think Puerto Rico as a whole really wanted to be part of an American territory? Bro, this Enderman will not leave me the fuck alone. I'm talking loud. I need to quiet down. But this Enderman will not leave me the fuck alone. And it's pissing me the fuck off. But I don't have the resources to kill him, right? Actually, I might. Hold on, let me set myself up with a little protection area. Okay. Come on, get over here. Okay. Oh, it's so loud. Endermen are so fucking loud. But once again, I have hope that Venezuelan will get their stuff. But I'm also But that's my thing. If we go to war with other countries, shit could still happen. But I understand what you guys are saying. Like, I'm not saying that that is 100% going to happen, but you can't say that it's impossible. But if I can agree on a good 90% that it won't happen.
It would be very, 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 very unlikely.
I can agree on 90% with you guys at least.
Metroid Love says, but it's not truly impossible.
Yeah. But you know what? I will say that no, because honestly, if I say 10%, because that out loud sounds crazy. I 5% chance that it would try to become a takeover, and you know what? I'll give you all the 95 that it won't happen, and I think that is.
Metroid Love says it's more like 0.0005%.
Okay, Metro, would you rather me keep disagreeing and trying to argue my point across, or would you?
Metroid Love says the stars that would need to align.
Or would you rather
Metroid
me just agree on my 95? I don't think the stars would have to align. Honestly, all I want is to just live my life and be happy and not have people killing each other. Oh, and I would like if we stopped funding Israel. That'd be pretty cool too.
Metroid Love says there is very little past historical precedent for it being possible to happen.
That's the issue though, Metroid.
Metroid Love says screw Israel.
A lot of things that are happening in our country has never historically happened. That's my
Metroid
concern.
Love says not in our country. Metroid Love says but in other countries.
I disagree. I'll sleep real quick. I mean, are you saying that, like, one country taking over another country hasn't happened? Or am I misreading what you're saying?
Metroid Love says you are misunderstanding.
Okay, can you sleep, and while you're sleeping, or when you're done sleeping, can you put it all in one sentence instead of 20 different ones? Because I'm misunderstanding what you're saying with that.
Metroid Love says it's happened, but not without great lashback.
Yeah, but that's the issue, is that almost
Metroid Love says the US could not get away with it.
but the thing is though, is that there is stuff that keeps happening that, like,
Metroid Love says it would be the start of WW3.
the issue is America is already taken as a joke by every other country because of our leader. So it's yes, lots of things could change, but it all depends on. Actually, let's be honest. At the end of the day, it all depends on money and oil. And you know what?
Metroid Love says oil the cause of most horror.
Yeah.
Metroid Love says wars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying it's not impossible, only because oil is very much involved, and Venezuela is a big producer of oil. So I'm just that's my concern. It's the oil aspect. Honestly, if oil wasn't involved at all, I wouldn't have any concern for the country of Venezuela. But because oil is concerned, and we've already taken Venezuela's oil and bombed Venezuela and all this other stuff, that's what scares me. It's the fact of what has been done already without actual reasoning that it's just, I feel like the administration and the people working around the administration are a little unhinged, and at this point no other country in the world is really taking us seriously. So yeah. And with the tariffs and all, we don't really have great international relations at the moment either. Yeah, but if we put in another dictator and him and Trump are buddy-buddy, it would be the same as quote-unquote America taking it over. If we enlist another dictator and they're buddy-buddy with our president, then it would be no different than the US owning it in general, because they'll probably still have main control access to pretty much anything that they would really want. So maybe not theoretically take over. Maybe the way I was wording it was wrong. But still having way too much power in a country that is not ours. Doesn't matter who it is. That's true, but the difference is other countries is not us. Oh yeah, no. But no, what I'm saying is though, yes, other countries, but I'm concerned with the well-being of other countries. I am not concerned about some aspects of it. I don't know. There's a lot, and fuck, I need to go all the way up. There's a lot of information. But you know, that's it. It's the concern that the United States already has more power than it needs. I mean, we have the biggest military in the world. Technically, if you really wanted to, we could do anything we wanted.
Metroid Love says our military is crazy.
Our military is crazy. Well, the issue with that optic
Metroid Love
is
says far too large.
there's going to be corruption anywhere, no matter what. And the issue is even if multiple countries came together, their resources still wouldn't even become close to our military firepower because America's wants to have the biggest military in the world and spend billions of dollars a year on it. But that's the thing. There's not really too many other countries that could really get an upper hand on us.
Metroid Love says we could destroy the world 9 times over as of a decade ago.
Exactly my point. And Trump has increased
Metroid Love says don't want
military
to know
stuff.
what we can do now.
Yeah, but Russia's also trying to invade and take over Ukraine. No, I'm not going to play Moon and Stars right now. As far as I'm aware, there is no other country that really comes close to the US. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's no other country that even comes close. But yeah, once again, correct me if I'm wrong. Because I don't really go too much into the military finance side of things and what countries have what. I more follow the stuff that directly affects me, like LGBT stuff, insurance stuff. I would believe that China's probably up there. But once again, if China's the only competitor, but yeah, Russia, I guess, yeah, Russia is catching back. It is definitely getting up there. I have heard a decent amount about that. Oh yeah, no, I can understand that. Metroid, wait. I can understand that. Hold on. But I can understand that. But I think we're still, I think it's still fucked either way. Because at the end of the day, someone will have to do it, and America right now isn't really doing the best things in other people's interest either. So it's too much power if we have it. I think as a whole, if any other country can get more access, then oh fuck, no, I can go down. But I think all countries will have too much access or too much power. Wow. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on Minecraft and try to hold this political conversation while also trying to remember the things that I have learned over time and remember political stuff. It's a struggle. Is there a country who isn't doing anything for their own benefits? Well, no. No. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the issue that, um, if anybody has, whether it's us or any other country, either way, it's too much power. I don't think we should have that power either. Yeah. Like, I want Venezuela to get on a whole nother level, but that's the issue. If anybody has too much power. There is a Venezuelan woman that was actually voted in, but obviously Nicolas Maduro would not allow that because he's a dictator. But there was someone actually voted by the people, and I think that she should become the leader because she was voted by their people, and that was their people's choice. So I think the country of Venezuela should have that power. And I think the country of Venezuela should continue to make partnerships with the countries it wants to make partnerships with, whether that's America or not. Oh yeah, no, that won't happen because why would anybody in their right mind in 2025 let a woman run a country? That's crazy. I mean, that's just the time we live in. And I honestly, I would love to see America having a woman president, but America's not ready. Oh, wait, I misread what you said. No, I know that. I was making a joke. But I was also saying the fact that if she was already elected, but she didn't technically go through, there's also a chance that they would redo elections and it might not be her. So theoretically, they can't. I'm hoping that they would put her in charge, but you can't just assume that that's going to happen because it's only been a couple days. But it was a joke. America's not ready for a woman president, though. As much as I would love to see it, we need to evolve a little bit more before some people in our country can handle a woman as a president. Where'd my vape go? Oh, there's. But once again, y'all are bombarding me with information. Y'all gotta let me research this stuff on my own after stream. Because, like I said, I don't know all the information, especially when it comes to military powers. Most of the stuff I look at are just the stuff that I know could affect me directly. The U.S. isn't going to be the sole decider on who is going to be the entire leader of the country. They aren't going to demonstrate to the U.S. to the most logical place. It's going to be a temporary hold power until the country would...
Metroid Love says, yeah, can't fault you for that. I mostly just stick to stuff that affects me too.
Yeah. Power until the country, which it did already decide its leader, which they have. Do not think that we are going to be the sole leaders of that country. I understand that, but number one, U.S. would be a mediator for sure, because the U.S. is the one who took away their dictator. But once again, it all just depends on who gets placed in power at the end of the day. Goes in the future. But once again, I can't go into more information because I don't know more information. You gotta let me research it more before I can actually give you more info. Oh, and also... Oh, wait. But, yeah. Come back next Sunday, and I'll look into this more, and I'll be able to give you guys some more of my actual opinions. But right now, I can't give you too many opinions when I don't know all the information. I can give you my opinions on what I've said, but I don't really have anything else to say because I don't know all the info. Bro, I've literally spent all stream hollowing out this massive cube, and I'm still not done. I've been playing for almost 3 hours, and all I've been doing is hollowing out this cube. But if you want to talk about something else political,
Love says I've been talking politics.
That's fair. I'm here for politics. I don't mind talking about politics, but this topic, it's getting too far where...
says my poor productivity.
Oh yeah, I've still been consistently mining. But yeah, I don't have enough information that I can properly talk about this any more than the opinions I've already given.
Metroid Love says anyways, yeah, keep going on whatever other topic.
But Optic, if you would like to talk about other political stuff, I'm completely okay with it. I don't mind having a conversation. I don't want to keep going back and forth if I don't know more facts and get more information. Because I also don't want to argue a point on my end and be completely wrong about information in my brain.
Metroid Love says, what happened to my bird? Metroid Love says bid.
Metroid
Love says bird.
You abandoned it way back in the first one. You left him way behind.
Love says no, I brought him back.
Oh.
Metroid Love says remember.
I don't remember, but I haven't seen your bird since then. Simply... What's up? Yeah, that's facts. But yeah, that's why, like, it seemed like you were getting real passionate about it.
On the other beach.
Oh. You seem like you were getting real passionate about it, and I don't want to keep going back and forth if I don't know more information. I need to get more information, and then I can talk to you guys about it more. But you know, politics are fun. I do enjoying talking to politics as long as they don't get heated. Like, it shouldn't be hard to have a reasonable conversation. As long as you're not being homophobic, we can have a reasonable conversation most of the time. I mean, yeah, that's fair. But no, yeah, oh yeah, I'm not big on really debating. I'm I'm not big on trying to be like, you're wrong, you're right, blah 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 blah. I'm
Metroid
more,
Love says I found my son.
oh, I'm glad. I'm more of, I like talking about
Metroid
the
Love says I left
politics,
him at the beach,
and
I was
I
right.
do like seeing multiple people's perspectives,
Metroid Love
but
says and you said I left him.
wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't remember. It's been a couple weeks, Metroid. Yeah, I can't think of any other political stuff. I feel like we've talked about everything that's pretty current. I knew I could do that. Okay. Oh, I didn't even, I forgot that the siege hack, like that hack and all happened. I didn't even know that it got resolved. Last thing I heard is that, yeah, that all happened, but I never heard it actually get resolved. But I don't really care. It doesn't affect me at all. I want the US to stop supplying weapons to Israel, so because I don't want to keep funding genocide. Bye, Opti. I stream at Minecraft every Sunday with Metroid, at least for the next coming weeks. Or if you want to play Counter-Strike at all, Saturdays. 5:30 your time. 5:30. I stream 5:30 your time on Saturdays and Sundays, Opti. But Saturdays I stream with friends. Sundays it's just Metroid right now. But I need to record some videos soon, so that also, if you are interested. Because I haven't posted in a couple months, and I want to try to get on it this year. I know I gotcha. Oh, well. It's okay, Opti. I work 7 days a week most of the time, so I feel you.
Metroid Love says you know my son might be safer here.
Probably. Honestly, Metroid, I'm gonna call it a stream once I finish
Metroid Love
emptying
says
out my
Emma
cavern.
make him a little hot.
Okay. I think I have like one or two
Metroid
layers
Love says
left.
I never did get to make my hut.
Yeah.
Metroid Love says not hut. Metroid Love says dock. Metroid Love says why did I say hut?
I don't know. Metroid, if you want, you can keep playing until 9 p.m. your time. I will allow some time. I'll allow you 45 minutes to build a dock. I think that is fair, considering you
Metroid
talk
Love
the
says
whole
yeah.
time. But I will be ending stream on my side and hopping off my computer once I finish hollowing out this massive area.
Metroid Love says I have to type or else I would have been more productive.
No, I understand. That's why I don't mind giving you an extra 45 to be able to actually work on stuff. I can't give you super amounts of time because I know I'll come back and you would have done too much. But I can give you 45 minutes fairly. So how long did we talk about politics? Because I know it's been a while.
Metroid Love says since you came back. Metroid Love says from break.
Yeah, about a little over an hour. I don't mind it though. I think it was good conversations.
Metroid Love says yeah.
Oh yeah, you should listen to that podcast too, the Newsworthy.
Metroid Love says the Newsworthy.
Newsworthy is one word, but yes.
Metroid Love says do they. Metroid Love says have a tick. Metroid Love says talk.
I don't...
Metroid Love says that sounds too familiar.
I don't think so, but I don't know for sure.
Metroid Love says maybe YT?
Maybe. I just know she hosts a podcast for sure, and it's only 15 minutes a day. It's never super long. It's a nice thing to start your morning with, in my opinion. I like to start my mornings with it.
Metroid Love says I'm subscribed already, haha, I knew it.
Is it like videos on YouTube, or is it just audio?
Metroid Love says audio.
Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I have seen more people start putting podcasts on YouTube also, even if it's not a video podcast, but yeah, it's great. I love it. I listen to it every day like clockwork. I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow. I was originally gonna wake up early, but I'm sleeping in. I'll wake up early on Tuesday. It's nice that I can choose my own work schedule, but I've been wanting to work earlier. Like, I've been going out by 6 a.m. to start Ubering, so I can be done early. But I'm not waking up too early tomorrow. Maybe I'll try to go out a couple hours early, but yeah, maybe I'll wake up at like 8, but I'm not waking up at 5 a.m. But I do feel way more productive when I start work at 6:30 a.m., 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m., and then I'm done my day by 1, 2 p.m., and I can just go home, nap, and then get on my computer.
Metroid Love says naps FTW. Metroid Love says I love naps. Metroid Love says SM.
I don't get to take naps very often because I usually work afternoons, but well, I'm trying to get on a morning schedule, and if I can get on a morning schedule, then I'll try to be done work by like 2 or 3 o'clock at the latest, and then come home, sleep for a couple hours. Even like 2 hours will be fine, but Metroid, make me drink water, I'm thirsty. And you haven't done it in a long time. I was yapping too much. I haven't drank any water because I forgot because you didn't remind me. Thank you. I'm hoping to have my streams back at 100% next week, but
Metroid Love says I too was too busy chatting to remember to drown you.
But I'm hoping to get back to normal, upbeat, high energy streams. But, bro, trying to cut back and stop weed has been a struggle. It's been a hard couple weeks. Honestly, just the anxiety. The anxiety is the worst part about it. It's not even any other issues. It's almost like constant anxiety.
Metroid Love says that's withdrawals for Yak.
And yep, it is. But I've gone through the worst of it. I tapered myself to be safe with my body a little bit, but I tapered myself, and then I've been 100% sober for, let me see, 3 full days and 4 hours. I've been 100%
Metroid Love
sober.
says stop reading my messages, stupid chat.
It's still crazy how brainwashed your mother is.
Metroid Love says she's insane.
Bro, you need to get out of there. I'm telling you. You gotta figure out. You and Squidward.
Metroid Love says crazily enough her and I have actually been getting along really well recently.
Other than being called a lip-tard.
Metroid Love says because my sisters both decided they are done with her hashtag 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 hashtag. Metroid Love says so I'm now her only nice daughter.
Even Squid?
Metroid Love says I used to be the argumentative one. Metroid Love says but now I'm somehow the good kid.
That's crazy.
Metroid Love says well my younger sister is hashtag 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 insane, even I agree with that. Metroid Love says and Squid has just been moody towards my mother. Everything turns into a fight lately.
Squid could just be getting to that age like I did, where she's just kind of done with it and has dealt with it for so long that it's just kind of just like, bro, get me the fuck out of here or I'm gonna kill myself. Because I know when I was...
Love says that's what I figured.
Yeah, when I was 19, that's when I started having more issues with just constant arguments with my parents and being more and more moody because I just needed to get away from them. Metro, you should try talking politics with my brother one time. He's on the same side as us, but I don't know what information he actually knows or not. You might be able to inform him. But I do know that he is definitely like what the actual fuck is happening with our country. Oh, maybe not talk. Okay, actually, remember, don't talk about it on stream because I think his friends are
Metroid Love says I'm not sure I would have guessed that based on his stream friends.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying maybe
Metroid
not bring
Love
it up on
says they
stream.
were kinda racist. Metroid Love says and kinda homophobic.
Yeah.
Metroid Love says and kinda xenophobic.
Okay, well the one kid is like 10 years old. You can't, I mean, obviously it's still wrong.
Metroid Love says he's 12.
12, okay, still.
Metroid Love says same thing.
I mean, yeah, and if we're being honest, Metroid, when I was 12, 13, 14, and 15,
Metroid
I
Love
was...
says and the other one is his brother.
Yeah. But, yeah, when I was, like, that age to, like, 15, I was homophobic, transphobic, all that other stuff. So, there's that. The other one, Cody... you know what? I honestly, I don't even blame Cody, because Cody's old enough that he should know right from wrong, but I'm almost positive that he was MAGA indoctrinated his entire life, so I don't blame him. His parents have always been very conservative, even pre-2016 elections.
Metroid Love says glad to say I quickly grew out of my homophobic. Metroid Love says phase.
I mean, I don't think mine was that long because in my area, like...
Metroid Love says maybe because I learned I was gay at 7 YRS old.
That's fair. Yeah, see, my area, we didn't really get exposed to anything LGBT.
Metroid Love says I still hated myself for it for ages though.
Yeah. But yeah, our area is definitely doesn't have LGBT people in it.
Metroid Love
as
says
much.
I was very transphobic. Metroid Love says for a hot minute though.
Yeah. So like once I got into high school, I started to see stuff, but high school is high school, and I think just freshman. Yeah, I think it was just freshman year that I was actually homophobic and transphobic. And not just like, oh, I don't like that. I was
Metroid
like, yeah.
Love says was like 11 to 12 when I started to move away from that. Still held some interesting views on the queer community.
Yeah, see, until like the beginning of sophomore year of high school, I was very ignorant, is the word I'm going to use.
Metroid Love says even when we first met I thought you were kinda whack job because you came out as gender fluid not long after.
Yeah, which is even crazy considering how much you educated me on that time, around that time.
Metroid Love says I was educated but judgy.
Which is crazy to me, because I would have never expected that. And I never even
Metroid Love
knew
says
that.
looking back I can see it. Metroid Love says especially in my convos with Lucas.
See, I felt like everything on my streams and all were very LGBT with you, and you teaching everybody about neo pronouns and stuff like that, which I still don't understand neo pronouns very much. But I finally have gotten to the point where I confidently just call everybody they them, unless specifically asked not to.
Metroid Love says that. Metroid Love says is actually a problem I have.
What's that?
Metroid Love says I default to they slash them. Metroid Love says even when told not to. Metroid Love says and it's a problem.
Yeah, it's the not to that is a problem. I mean, sometimes it just comes out, but I try to be very like conscious about it if I can be. I learned that way. I learned to be that way because of you. Because if you
Metroid Love says
remember, I
YW.
accidentally used to mispronoun you all the time.
Metroid Love says which was Zoe's fault.
Also true, yes.
Metroid Love
But
says IT was all Zoe's fault. Metroid Love says when I first joined the Dorito gang.
you know what?
Metroid Love says someone called Quinn asked me my pronouns.
Oh my god.
Metroid
Oh
Love
my god.
says before
Metroid.
I had a
Fuck
second
what
to
you're
type.
saying. Fuck what you're saying. Go check Twitch chat. It's more important. I guarantee you'll agree once you see. Livy, you're here for the end of the stream, though, unfortunately. But Happy New Year and Merry Christmas, even though I bullied you on Christmas. It's good to see you. Oh, my camera turned off. My battery died. It's okay. I've been streaming for 3 hours. Bruh. Oh. Okay, well, I guess you get an extra 15 minutes, Livy. I guess I should go. Actually, I'm not going to fix my webcam. It's too much work to fix my webcam right now. I'm not doing all that. It's okay, Metroid. It's only for 30 seconds. Are you still not... Did I still not mod you, Metroid? I need to mod you just for that alone. Okay, there you go. Okay. Metroid, you're modded, so you won't get timed out anymore. And then Livy can be saved if it happens again. Okay, Metroid, come over here.
Metroid Love says Amua.
Okay. Webtoons is crazy. My girlfriend just reads smut. Sorry, dark fantasy.
Metroid Love says LMAO.
Divorce arc? Really? What the fuck was that? Livy? What the helly? You didn't have to do that, but thank you.
Metroid Love says Jax put down water.
Gotcha.
Metroid Love says so I can climb.
You're rich now. Okay, Livy. Let me guess. You're an adult now and you have a job finally. Oh, Metroid, it's okay. I just want to show you this.
Metroid Love says V nice.
So this is what I did the entire stream, Livy. This is what you missed. All I did was hollow out this big box. I did nothing else. Only one shift per week. But yeah, Livy, I just carved out this entire box, the entire stream, and then I made this big circle out of birch so I could figure out what I wanted to carve out. Yep. I did a little bit of farming too, but yeah, it was mainly just digging this big ass thing out with stone pickaxes. I only had enough iron to make 2 iron pickaxes, and those didn't last very long if you look at the grand scale. But it's a work in progress, but I think I'm gonna have it split in the middle, but this is still gonna be one really big window. And then I'm gonna open up this a little bit and make this like almost like a little balcony that comes off the edge so we can look over the entire cave area. Or not I can, and look at Metroid's area. But yeah. Very cool, very cool, very cool. Okay. Um, Livy. I have a question for you, cause you weren't here for our conversations earlier. 34, 5 minutes of 10. Okay. So, uh, what do Australian news and Australia think of our American government right now? No. Livy's Australian, so Livy's Australian, so Livy won't know much about the politics, but I'm curious about what her country is saying about our country. Because I don't listen to news from really any other country, so I am curious. I mean, of course, old person, we're educated. Are you at least aware of the shooting that happened in your country? Like that's very important. Okay.
Metroid Love says I have a few UK and specifically Swedish news folks I follow.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious about how the other countries think of us, because I know a lot of them. I mean, they literally laughed at Trump's face at world meetings. So, bro, you're telling me it's almost like we're at war with someone new every single day. It's exhausting. I just want to get rid of our president and start fresh. Bro, no, we're not talking about Venezuela anymore. We talked about Venezuela for 45 minutes straight. In short, the Trump illegally, without getting permission from Congress, bombed Venezuela and then kidnapped their dictator leader, which for the Venezuelan people is a good thing, but I don't think they are fully aware that Trump isn't doing it for just because he wants to be a good person. He's doing it because Venezuela is the largest oil supplier in the world, or for us. But either way, they are a very, very large oil supplier. Yeah, and he's arrested now. But that's okay. The Venezuelan people are happy about that. But yeah, it was illegal. He didn't get permission from Congress to do it. But yeah. But yeah, it's all for oil. Venezuela is our biggest. Actually, let me rephrase that. Everybody that Trump has bombed in the last couple months has been oil suppliers of us. So There's something sneaky going on behind the scenes, and I don't know what it is, but almost everybody that we have bombed has been oil related. Minus, I think, the Nigeria one
Metroid
where,
Love says, in the words of my mother, it's totally a coincidence.
uh-huh.
Metroid Love says we don't need the oil.
Oh, well, the issue, Livy, is that he's running our economy into a recession, so our country's poor. Most of the people are getting more and more poor. Like, there's, I mean, shit, I'm making on average $22 an hour Ubering full time, and I'm still living paycheck to paycheck and struggling to be able to afford food. Literally. Feed the rich, feed the rich and make the poor poorer. But hey, we got Mom Donnie, and you know what? He's everybody's mayor in the entire world because apparently everybody in the world loves him except Trump supporters. Yeah. And there's just blatant racism. We're having massive issues with uh, illegal immigration, or illegal deporting of immigrants. Oh yeah. No. So that's also something that was illegal. Congress forced the Epstein files to release, and that for every time they redacted something, they had to have an explanation why. And the day that they were supposed to release the files, almost everything was redacted. So, oh, without reasoning, to include most of the stuff, including Trump. There was a few things that slipped, one of which being is that he sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl. She got pregnant, and then her uncle, and Trump were out on a boat on, I think, Lake Michigan, and when she had the baby got thrown into the water. I was about to say something insensitive, but yeah. I mean, it's all alleged, but Trump doesn't really have a good track record when it comes to sexual assault, um, being attracted to minors. Yeah. Oh yeah, Metroid. Look up the Lake Michigan incident. You'll find everything you'll need. It was also kept very hush hush. Oh no, he's a pedophile. He's a Twitch TOS, a rapist, and it's all stuff that's been proven in court and all. Like, yeah. Oh yeah, bro, it was fucking crazy, Metroid. I'll read you an article. Um, oh, the question was. Oh, Metroid has a question. Sorry. Okay. A victim complaint to the FBI dated March 8th, 2020 has been released by the DOJ on Tuesday, file number blah 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 blah, in which the complaint alleges that she was complaint complainant alleges that she was trafficked by Epstein and her uncle as a pregnant 13-year-old in 1984. She claims that her newborn daughter was murdered and disposed of because, quote unquote, because I gave birth to her while in the middle of this sex trafficking ordeal. The victim then goes on to provide details of the disposal of the newborn. She alleges that the baby's body was dumped into Lake Michigan from a yacht, and President Donald Trump was present at the scene. Trump has been listed as a witness in the allegation. Yeah. Bro, I'm just. Why can't we overthrow the government? It's not a bad idea. I mean, fuck it. Nepal did it. It was Nepal, right? That had the One Piece flags as their sign of resistance. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to move to Oz. I'm looking more at the Netherlands. But I do want to convince Rosie to possibly move to the Netherlands one day. Yeah, honestly, I don't mind Oz that much, Livy. It's more not a big fan of the creatures you have there, but also the when it is summer, it's real hot. At least where I live now, we have pretty. I mean, our summers are hot, but I don't know how to untime out. I don't know. And Livy. I don't want to live out west. If I'm gonna live in Oz, I'm gonna live in like Melbourne. Actually, yeah, Melbourne. If I was gonna move to Oz, I would move to Melbourne. But no, I want to convince Rosie to move to the Netherlands, and to migrate to the Netherlands is actually super duper easy to get a visa. Well, yeah, I know the houses are expensive over there. That's why I'm not moving to Oz either. If you want to, you're welcome to Metro. Well, it won't get picked up in. It might not get picked up in stream, but yeah, I want to convince my girlfriend to move to the Netherlands, but it's super easy to get visas there. Especially if you're quote unquote self-employed, meaning you can say you're self-employed, and the only thing you have to do to prove you're self-employed is you have to have 4,000 or I don't roughly 4,000 USD sitting in an account there, and as long as you have that, they won't revoke your visa. And then once you buy property and all, and you are established there on the work visa, you can apply for permanent status. And yeah, but literally, I can go and say I'm a photographer, and I just have to have $4,000. The biggest issue would just most people there would not rent to you unless you are willing to put money down all up front. So I would need like a year's worth of rent or be able to buy a house, which is going to be hard to buy a house in a country that I don't have citizenship in fully. I'm taking my meds, sorry. I'm so mentally ill. I'm on meds now. Oh, that's the end of stream though. You can't make it last longer now. It's too late. I closed out of Minecraft. But well, fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this, but You guys both have access to Discord 24/7 and can talk to each other whenever you want. All you have to do is text each other. It's not different. And also, Metroid, so you know, Livy is 15 hours ahead of you. Yeah, 15. So you can use that and be like, oh, yeah. Yeah. Anybody who's in a different time zone that I'm friends with, that's the first thing I do. Like I still in my clock, I still have Victor's time zone. Idaho. Still have friends. I had a friend back when COVID first started that was from Idaho, and I was talking to him. Still have his time zone in there. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, I'm getting off for the night. I hope you both have an amazing night. Livy, it was nice talking to you. I hope you have a great new year, and I hope you had a great Christmas. I hope you got lots of presents. Um, bye, guys.